Hi guys, Steph here. Right, what have we got for you here? Tell you what we've got for you here, nice and simple, a gorgeous fountain pen. Yes. Now this pen came in a pen haul from the past. Now unfortunately I couldn't do it before because I couldn't find the video. I've done so many videos. I spent quite a while sort of sifting through them to see if I could find it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it, so I can't show you the before. But what I've actually done, I came across it the other day. I thought, wow, what a lovely pen. Let's restore it. And that's what we've done. We've fully restored it, put a brand new sack in it. And actually what I also did is actually put a nib in the pen, which I'll show you in a moment. But what we've got is, as I said, a absolutely stunning pen. Now, this pen, unfortunately, there's no marking, there's no barrel imprint, there's nothing on the clip, and yeah, who is the maker? The answer is I do not know. If any of you people know, down below, help us out, leave a comment. So, as I say, I can't give you the pen manufacturer, but what I can tell you, it's a stunning, stunning pen. It comes in this sort of green marbling with these, it's like flakes if you like, and it's also got sort of flakes of bronze or sort of browny gold colours. And the nice thing about it, it's absolutely stunning. It actually looks a lot better in the light. These sort of flakes, they've actually got they've got like a shimmer to them. And they're absolutely gorgeous. So the video here, I do not think does it any justice, but absolutely, take my word for it. It's absolutely beautiful. The size of the pen, nice and simple, capped, it's 135 millimeters capped. Around the diameter, it's a lovely 13 millimeters in diameter. So it's quite a largish pen. Okay, it's not, well, is it oversized? No, I wouldn't call it an oversized, but it is a nice large size. If we go to the cap there, you can see it's got these two cap bands to the bottom of the cap. And while we're looking here, there you go to the barrel there. You can see it's a lever fill pen. It's got quite a long, thin lever. Okay. And again, the cap bands, as we've just mentioned. And the clip there is, well, just a standard sort of tapers down sort of slightly thin to the bottom there. There's a sideways view. As I said, no name. To the very top there, you can see it's got this sort of, the peak to the top there, slightly peaked, is actually in black, which complements the end of the barrel there, which is also black. But as I say, strangely enough, no maker's mark, no imprint, no names, absolutely nothing. So I do not know who made this pen. But what I do know, as I took it apart and cleaned everything, it's a quality made fountain pen. As good, if not better, than some of the major manufacturers of pens from the era, I would say, I don't know what, maybe 1930s, 1940s, maybe even into the 50s. But yeah, let's go into the middle, let's say the 1940s. Absolutely stunning pen, quality made pen. Also, when I actually disassembled it, the material, as in the barrel, is a lot thicker than some of the standard, major manufacturers. So again, It's a quality made fountain pen. Let's unscrew the cap for you there. Let's give it some customary twirls, different angles. Even inside the cap, all the inside gets cleaned with all my pens. As I said, I've put a brand new sack in the pen, and what we're going to do, we'll test it on the video. I've not tested it yet, but we'll do it together. You will see what I see. There's the section, quite a smallish section. It's got this sort of lip to the top there towards the nib. And what I've actually done, like I say, when I actually found it, it had a feed to it, but no nib. So I found a nice warranted 14 karat first quality nib, as you can see there, in lovely condition. There's the sideways view. You can see the feed underneath with these. It's got the fins underneath. Okay, there you go. There's a different angle for you. And again, the feed was slightly dirty. I've thoroughly cleaned it. Everything is, as I say, nice and clean. We've cleaned the ink channel, etc. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will be in working order. As I say, it's quite a largish pen. For my large hands, it's nice and comfortable to hold. Now, basically, to bulk out the video, make it a little bit longer, what we'll do for a change, let's fill the pen. So let's dip the nib and the section in the ink. Okay, I can see lots of bubbling going on there, which is precisely what we like to see. Let's give it a wipe. Whoops-a-daisy, I've got to stop doing that, I think. And let's see how the pen writes. So what we've done, as I say, it's the first time I've tested the pen. You will see exactly what I see. If there's any problems, then you'll see them, I'll see them, and I'll have to try and rectify them. But what we have is a stunning vintage fountain pen. And I say, when was it made? We're going to say circa 1940s. Unfortunately, who made it? That is unknown, but the pen is writing absolutely lovely. And you can see, I would say it's writing with a broad line. Does it have any flecks? If it does, very little, or just a little bit with a little bit of pressure on the downward strike, but a lovely writer. Look at that. Writing very nice indeed. A lovely nice line. Again, I would say on the broad side, with a little bit of downward pressure, we can get, a little bit of variation in the line. But all in all, a lovely writer. So although we've restored it, cleaned everything, as you can see there, it was well worthwhile because it's writing very nicely indeed. So what we'll do, we'll empty the pen, we'll flush it out with clean water, and we'll try and find a new home for this gorgeous, gorgeous pen. As I say, no maker's name, we don't know who made it, but what I can assure you is that it's a quality made fountain pen. Absolutely beautiful colour, beautiful material in these sort of green shimmering sort of flakes and marbling. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the video as much as I sorry, not the video. I hope you enjoy looking at the fountain pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you. Don't forget, leave a comment down below. Don't be shy, subscribe to the channel as well just below. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. But for now, I'm going to say Slava Ukraini, and from me, I'm going to say bye-bye for now.